Welcome back to NOS Performance Keys to the Race from the trophy room at Kyle Busch Motorsports with Kyle Busch himself. Sitting next to me, I'm Buzz Cutler. And it's time to talk about Chicagoland Speedway, a place you won from the pole, I think, 2008.
Yep.
Chicagoland is what, is pejoratively referred to as a cookie-cutter racetrack. It's hard to see the character of Chicagoland when you're just watching it. What is there, besides that kink in the backstretch, about Chicagoland that might be a little bit different than, say, a Kansas or one of these other cookie cutters?
Yeah, there's not much. Vegas, Kansas, Chicago, those are all pretty similar racetracks. Vegas being banked the most, Kansas the least, so Chicago's right in the middle. So your setup for Chicago is kind of in between a little bit of Kansas and a little bit of Vegas. You kind of put those two together and pick your best package, if you will. So certainly Chicago's been really good for me. I sat on the pole, won the race there in 08, but then I don't remember if it was 09 or 2010, struggled a little bit there, didn't have very good runs. So, looking to get back there this time around and try to turn the tables back towards 2008 a little bit. And it's the first race of the chase, and it's going to be our last run with double mint scheme. So we certainly want to make the best of both of those. Now, when you go into the chase and the first race of the chase, what's your philosophy? Is it, go out and make a statement and go for the win, or is it, this is a 10-race shootout, let's be a little bit more conservative? It doesn't seem like that's in your nature. Right. No. The biggest thing you want to do is you want to treat it kind of like the beginning of the year. You definitely want to get a good start to the chase, and so you're just going to work through all your deals on making sure you're consistent, making sure that you're, you don't want to go too long on fuel. You don't want to have a chance of running out. This is a non-screw-up time of the year.
Right.
So for us, we've just got to make sure that we do everything the way that we've done it all year long. Try not to change much, try not to think about things too hard, and let it come to us. Now, Chicagoland is a place that lends itself to long green flag runs.
Yep. It can come down to fuel mileage. Do you approach the race, do you go in with that in the back of your mind?
Oh, sure. Any of these racetracks where you tend to see the long green flag runs like Chicago's, Kansas, Michigan's, you always feel like you're going to have a race to the end where it's going to be a fuel mileage race. So we plan that from about lap one. We'll work towards seeing if we can't make it on one last stop than the other guys, and if we can, we'll stretch our fuel mileage through the middle part of the race to kind of get us out there. Of course, cautions always derail that anyway, so you're always trying to stay up on where you're at and what you're going to do and what you're going to do next.
We haven't seen a lot of green flag passing for the lead, although you managed to pass Jimmy Johnson at Michigan for the lead. So is it come down to track position? Do you do some sort of track position strategy towards the end of the race if need be?
If need be, yeah. Knowing how good your car is, you're going to run the whole race, so you're going to figure that out. But at Michigan, we took 4 tires every time because we felt really good about how our car was handling and how fast it was. So we didn't take a chance on screwing it up with 2 at all, so I hope we have the same thing at Chicago. We'll let those guys take 2 tires. They can get out there a little bit, but Chicago's another place where it tends to widen out throughout the race. You run from the bottom all the way to the top, and I think it's a night race too, so you'll be able to have some good speed there throughout the event and throughout the night.
All right, that's Kyle Busch talking Chicagoland Speedway on NOS Performance Keys to the Race.
Rowdy.com. Say it like it is.
Say what like it is?
Rowdy.com.